Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your October 2017 tarot card reading. So we are into October, and this reading is roughly for October 1st through October 15th. Okay, so let's just dive right in. I've meditated on your sign, and I have to say that there is a really profound energy right now. There's this sense that something is being brought full circle in a big way, and it feels as though it's been an ongoing process, years, I want to say, on the macro level, but also there's been this completion on the micro level. So it's almost as though there's this broad full circle loop happening. And on the micro level, sort of in a smaller way, it feels as though you're also following through, bringing something full circle for yourself that feels more recent and present, a newer endeavor. So it feels as though this is happening simultaneously. There's this big wrap-up energy. And then there is this stepping into a new, I want to say. So I've already pulled your animal cards here, and I'm going to read those from the book. I felt compelled for this reading for Aquarius and for a few other signs to work with the Celtic cross. So I pulled those cards. Let me show you what I'm looking at here. And these are your animal cards. And there were a couple that wanted to turn over, but I'll get to all of these in a bit. But here we go. Let's start here. So we have the buffalo and the otter. And this otter energy feels in relation to the buffalo. First of all, these I use as overarching umbrella thematic energies to keep in mind as we move through the rest of the cards. But I do feel that this otter energy is sort of like what is crossing our paths over the next few weeks. And then this is us. This is our overall, I'm an Aquarius as well. So this is sort of our overall approach and that thematic energy that we're keeping in mind. So from the book, the buffalo. Grounded yet heavenly, practical yet spiritual. The hooves of the mighty buffalo are grounded in the earth, yet its heart and mind rise toward heaven. The buffalo sees challenge, hardship, or a bump in the road as an opportunity for upliftment. Therefore, the buffalo does not fear death, illness, or misfortune. Its gentle eyes look to the road ahead, trusting every turn. May we all experience this elusive yet life-changing bliss from time to time, and may we allow this card to remind us that life is a precious gift. When in balance, trusting pure presence. When out of balance, restless, lacks gratitude, and to bring into balance, prayer or bhakti. Okay, I'm going to just dive right into the otter, and then I'll give you my intuitive sense right out the door. But this is just a beautiful, beautiful combination. I'm excited about this. This is great news. Okay. Go. I'm going to bring a little otter. Funny. 1 second. There it is. Okay. The otter. unobstructed joy, unobstructed joy, playfulness, contentment. Perhaps the most joyful creature within the animal spirit deck. The otter represents absolute bliss. Otter energy is the playfulness of a child, available to us at any age. They have a giddiness and a reverence for life itself, without the presence of doubt, worry, or skepticism. Imagine yourself with a little more otter energy. What would life look like? What would it take to bring you there? The otter card begs these questions and wants to transport us to that precious place as soon as possible. The celebration awaits. When in balance, full of love, needs nothing. When out of balance, gloomy, sighs, makes silly excuses. To bring into balance, dance party or celebration. So beautiful. So, the buffalo, as I'm sure you've heard me say before, unless you're new to these videos, and welcome if you are, and welcome back if you're not. So the buffalo is the one animal who, when a storm approaches, all the other animals will run in the opposite direction, will run away from the storm. But the buffalo just heads directly into the storm. It's this efficiency, this approach to move through it efficiently is to just head directly into it and take it head on. And that's profound. So there's this determination that comes with this card. There's this sense of, and I even heard this when I was meditating, this cracking of the whip that's happening. This total determination. There's also, of course, this emphasis on friends and family. And while the buffalo at times can take itself a bit too seriously, when we're crossed with the otter energy, we're reminded in a multitude of ways to lighten up. And both of these just support this complete presence, sort of allowing us to saying it's okay to rest in presence. There's also immense amounts of support coming from these cards. So there's this feeling of feeling really empowered, really strong and supported. Okay, so let's keep this in mind as we move through the rest of the cards. Okie dokie. So let me put this down and we'll turn this over together. Okay. So this is Aquarian energy right now for October 1st through 15th. We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed, crossed by the Mother of Swords. And then in the recent past here, we have the Mother of Wands reversed. And then anchoring our reading, the root of our reading, we have the Three of Pentacles, the High Priestess reversed, and the Nine of Cups. Coming here into the near future, we have the Star, Aquarius's very own card. This is a big deal. And then crowning, wow. We have the Ace of Wands. Okay, so over here we have, this is also representing I, a sort of a broader, more general I, looking at sort of where we are right now. And that is the Four of Swords. And then in our environment, we have the moon, and I just heard Cancer. This is Cancer's card. So Cancer may be present in your life or sort of in your environment. There is this nurturing, this strong nurturing energy coming from this card. And then we also have the Six of Pentacles. Hopes and fears. Interesting, we have the Two of Wands reversed. And then up top, there were 3 cards that wanted to come out for you. Is the final outcome, or final outcome. We have, as we move into the second part of October, we have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Six of Wands reversed. And we have the Sun of Wands reversed. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician, the Empress, and the Two of Cups. Okay. So there's definitely this full circle energy, this a little better. Okay, there's this coming full circle energy here. And it's taking us directly into, I just heard karmic reveal with this. So it's as though there is this understanding, almost in retrospect, an epiphany about what in the past has perhaps held you back or was confusing and obscured. You're seeing it clearly, and there's this resolution. There's this resolution around something that feels very karmic and from your past. This transmutation of some, and I just heard hardship. But this is carrying us directly, crossed by the Mother of Swords, carrying us directly into Aquarius, the star. So there is this true coming into oneself. I just heard arrival into a new beginning. Shedding skin. So there is this, there's definitely this completion energy here. This completion energy, but it feels more than completion. I'll say it's a milestone. There's this milestone energy that's coming at big time. That's what I want to say. Mother of Wands in the recent past, reversed. So there is this feeling that there has been in some area this going underground or inside, this introversion that has been really nurturing, I feel. And has brought forth this clarity that you're really conscious of, that you're really utilizing in how you are strategizing your way through, strategizing your approach towards your goals and your dreams. So there's been this germinating that's been happening around a creative endeavor, but it feels very personal, very, very personal. So it's this, there's been this nurture, there's been this cultivating something on a more private, intimate level, more reflective. And then now it's putting things into place. It's articulating your discoveries from this time in a whole new way. This with the Mother of Swords, there is this immense focus and this clarity of mind. So it's this clarity that is really opening the door for you to step into your own power. I just heard step out of one room and into the next. So there is this milestone, but this continuation as well. There is this, again, arrival and new beginning. But it feels as though it's an extension of whatever it is you have been cultivating. Right at the root, anchoring this reading, we have the 8 of Pentacles, the High Priestess reversed, and the 9 of Cups. So with the 8 of Pentacles, again, we have this strong, reflective, listening. It's this cultivating of your instincts that's been taking place. And I just heard time well spent. So it's been time consuming. It's been time consuming. And time is, as we all know, our most precious resource. Our time and our energy. So this is saying that this has been time well spent. And listening to your intuition. With the High Priestess reversed, I do feel partially what this time of reflection and of clarifying has been. It has been this in an area where you felt perhaps you neglected yourself or you didn't trust yourself. I just heard you're winning that back. So there is this cultivating of trust. There's this honoring of yourself that has been going on, that has been so valuable for you, has been breakthrough. Truly extraordinary. And this cultivating of your intuition, this cultivating of your own voice, has brought fulfillment in ways that you couldn't have even imagined. So there is, with the 9 of Cups, there is this fulfillment. 8, 9. 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. So it's been this slow progression. And there is this, so loud, I just heard, integrity. Integrity. We see in this spider's stunning web, the integrity that she's manufactured here. She, he. It doesn't even matter. It's just this strong foundation. And that is what is anchoring this time. So this is saying your foundation is strong. Your foundation is strong. And that's something that you've worked for. So this is interesting here in the near future, having the star, because it's also this leaning into or opening to the wonder, opening to the possibilities. Synchronicity has been so strong, and with the Ace of Wands here up top at the crown of the reading, it's and then the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. We have this really synchronicities abound, and the star coming up in the near future is speaking to opportunity and possibility and synchronicity in this very whimsical, undefined way. So it's really saying, step into the wonder, open to the wonder, and let yourself be surprised. Let yourself open to the possibilities. So I feel that dreams are coming much closer during this time. There is this new sense of empowerment and this capability to really go for what you want to make real in your life. With the Ace of Wands, aces are a opportunity, a gift, an offering. And I feel that for many of you, this is some sort of job offer, creative opportunity. There's this blossoming that's happening. And Pisces actually had a very similar energy to this stepping into your light in a really pronounced and profound way. So there is this ownership of the self that's happening. And this October 1st through October 15th period of time is really, especially that second week here, it's really asking you to bask in your own energy, to revel in yourself, to enjoy yourself, to explore yourself. So there's this sense of play that's coming up in how you're approaching what you're creating, how you're experiencing what you're creating. Oh, this is such a beautiful combination. It's so fully embodied. There's this lightness and this depth, this really satisfying sense of rootedness, anchoredness, but also expansiveness. It's this sense of joy and wonder. And I just heard marvel at it. Marvel at it. So there's this marveling at your progress, at where you are, at yourself, this honoring of yourself, and this feeling, I feel, by friends, by family, this feeling of being marveled at by those around you as well. And it's as though that has come through really fully committing to your authentic self. And while you stepped away, you released yourself from the expectation to be what others want to see you be. And instead invested in cultivating and really getting to know yourself and really living authentically to what brings you joy and what brings true for you, your truth. Through that commitment, you're now going to start to see, ironically, that positive feedback from your environment. This feels like there's this honoring of you and all that you are. So there's this wholeness that you're experiencing right now. This feeling of feeling whole and complete in a way that you haven't in the past. And so as things do come up that feel a little bit challenging, there's this newfound energy to just walk into the storm and know and trust that you can get through it. It's this confidence that's oozing, this confidence and determination and authenticity that's oozing from this card. So the Four of Swords, and I feel like Capricorn may have gotten this card in the same position. So this, for you beautiful Aquarians, Sun, Moon, or Rising, there is this peace of mind. And I just heard troubleshooting. So there's this ability to troubleshoot, to let yourself be in perhaps challenging situations in a whole new way. There's a peace and ease in how you're walking through your day-to-day. So while these stresses can sometimes weigh heavily, and in the past may have really burned you, rattled you, been hard to shake off, it feels as though things are kind of just, you're letting things just sort of roll off your back in these 2 weeks. And you have a great perspective on things right now. And there's this humbleness to this. So you've been on a journey. You've been on a journey. And now there's finally this peace and this settling. There's this surrendering that you're so beautifully allowing yourself to experience. And what perhaps in the past may have felt very emotional, you can make space for it in a more logical, less reactive way now. So there is this peace of mind. There is this restfulness. There is this enlightenment, this feeling lighter, being lighter in relation to perhaps what was more taxing in the past. So in your environment here, we have the moon and the Six of Pentacles. So there's this growth. It feels like a collaboration, this new growth in your environment. This feels very connected to the community. And whatever this community that you are a part of now, it's really nurturing, really supportive, really in alignment with where you're going. And that version of yourself that you're looking to cultivate. So this is such a rich environment, such a fertile environment for you right now. You're really onto something. And there's a diversity to this environment that is feeding you in so many ways. Just full of so many nutrients is what it feels like. You're learning things from all of these different angles, from all of these different people, from all of these different energies and different sources and different resources. There's a lot of color in the environment, the community that you're immersing yourself in. And I just heard, and it feels like home. So you found a right fit. Hopes and fears, the Two of Wands reversed. So it's been this forward momentum, this strong forward momentum, and this constant refining of your attitude and your perspective. This looking for the light, looking for the joy while moving through hardship. And with the Two of Wands reversed, it's saying that self-doubt is something that has been a challenge, and it may creep up. Or this fear of both success and this fear of failure live simultaneously in this card. But again, it feels as though this is something that you're really clear about, and you're not letting it pull you off course. So it's as though you allow yourself to experience these things, these self-doubt or the fear of failure or fear of success. But you're not letting it influence your course or impact your course. And I do feel that there's a lot of momentum that you've built up very consciously that's supporting you right now. And it's just, you're moving forward very swiftly. And this snowball effect is beginning to really pick up some momentum. So here, carrying us into this 3rd and 4th week of October, we have the Four of Pentacles. So we're looking at structure here with this card. We're looking at organization. So there is this needing to get organized. And I feel that that's because you're going to be getting busier. And this feels like there might be some sort of disappointment around something, but it's almost like you brush it right off. So you're going for something and you're going to keep going for it. But where there might be little hiccups here and there or little disappointments, you're going to come through it unfazed. And that needs to be the case, because coming up here right in the big picture on the horizon, you have an offer, you have an opportunity coming your way that you don't want to miss, and you won't. But I do feel with this card that there is something where it feels like in the work arena, where there's a little bit of I wish something worked out in a different way, perhaps, but I trust that it wasn't meant to be, because it looks like whatever this is, whatever doesn't work out, there is sort of this, I just heard down the rabbit hole, down the rabbit hole. So there is this sense that how it doesn't work out is almost, it just doesn't quite align. There's an incongruency. It could even just be scheduling, but there's just something that, and this actually could also for some of you be needing to work out some scheduling conflicts. So there's this look at this rescheduling energy. In order to make something, so it feels as though almost because of scheduling conflicts or something are going to come up in that second week of October a bit, that call for your attention, and you address it. Let me just pull. I do want to say, I'm going to pull just one or two cards looking briefly at what to sort of expect in the second 2 weeks, even though, of course, I'll be doing a reading on that. But just to get a bit more specific. So this feels like we have 1, 2, 3. So there is this coming into your own here with the Magician. And the questions that are coming up are, it's this progression of, who am I? Where am I going? What makes my heart sing? And then this determination of who will go with me. So I feel for many of you that many of you will be asking yourself that question. Who will go with me on this journey? There's been this work on the self, this looking at the self. And then this immense period of nurturing, of getting to know yourself, of getting clear about what you want to create. Your sense of purpose. And on the horizon, we have this question of, okay, who will go with me? And this feels like a significant step. So it's also this evaluation of your relationships. And because community and environment is looking so strong, there is this particularness, that you're, when looking at your relationships, you're really looking for those supportive relationships, and this reviving of ways to this, it's a new standard of relationship and on your relationship. So that feels really, really, really great. Okay, just 1 or 2 cards on second week of October here. We're going into the mid-October reading. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And do check out your rising or your moon sign. If this is your sun, so you can, these are just general. So that way you can piece together the most holistic reading for yourself possible. And I always like to say, take what resonates with you, let go of what doesn't. This is for many people, and not everything will resonate with you, but if not, there are amazing readers on YouTube. So just keep exploring and find the support that you need. But hopefully something resonates with you. Okay. October 3rd, third week. Okay, here we go. Interesting. Okay. And this actually wanted to come up, this card. This was right under the Two of Cups. So we have the Sun of Swords reversed and Temperance reversed. So things are heating up and pace is picking up. There's this fire in your belly. And it also feels though that there is this efficiency. There is this, again, that articulation of your schedule, of how you're spending your time. And it's because there is this pick up in pace and this swiftness. So again, this is a bit general, but I think we just need to be surprised a little bit. But this is saying that really allow yourself to be where you are and bask in your own energy, like I said, because things are picking up quickly. So you're in a joyful time. You're coming. This looks like an incredibly joyful, confident, prosperous, stimulating, supportive couple of weeks. Playful, productive, very productive few weeks. So enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it. Soak it up. This is such a wonderful reading, such a wonderful time. So I hope that this was helpful. I love you so much, and have a beautiful, beautiful first 2 weeks of October. I'm sending you my love. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in a couple of weeks. I love you.